8 on a hand, level 3. Level 3 is the get in better shape level. This is the level where athletes put more weight on the bars, where runners run longer distances or push themselves to sprint more. This is the level where you grow and get better because you're pushing yourself. You're practicing, you're exercising to be better, to be stronger, and you're pushing yourself. 8 on a hand is a great exercise at level 3. And in this video, I'll talk to you about a couple of ways that you can use it for level 3 growth. The first way I like to use 8 on a hand for growth is in the practice method I call 10 to 1. In 10 to 1, you're going to start at a low tempo and you're going to practice for 1 minute. Then you're going to bump the tempo up 10 increments and play for 1 minute. Then you're going to bump up 9 and play for a minute. And then from that number you're going to bump up 8 and play for a minute. Then 7 at a minute, 6 for a minute, 5 more for a minute, 4 more for a minute, 3, 2, and finally 1 more click for a minute. I've done the math. The BPMs that you're going to gain are 55. I'm going to start at 100, which means I'll finish at 155 when I'm done with the 10 to 1. It's really important that you know your top number so that you don't push yourself beyond what you can do. I know that my top number is around 180 to 200. So I'm going to start at 100 to finish at 155. If I really was trying to push myself today, I would actually start maybe at 130 to 140, which would get me closer to 200. But for demonstration purposes, I'll keep it low. And I'm also going to not play a full minute for each number on the metronome to save time. But make sure when you play it, you play a minute at each tempo before moving on to the next click setting on your metronome. So here it is, starting at 100. I would be doing 1 minute. I have my stopwatch. I would watch that. 1 minute of 8 on a hand at 100. Etc. Now I would bump up 10. Remember, 10 to 1. I'm going to bump up 10. So 100 plus 10 is 110. 1 minute I would do. Etc. Now I'm going to bump up 9. 110 plus 9 puts us at 119. 1, 2. Now I'm going to bump up 8. Bumping up 8 from 119 puts me at 127. Now I'm going to bump up 7. That's going to put me at 134. Now I'm going to bump up 6 to get to 140. Remember, 1 minute at each tempo. Now I'm going to bump up 5 to get to 145. Going to bump up 4 to get to 149. Going to bump up 3 to get to 152. Going to bump up 2 to get to 154. And finally, I'm going to bump up 1 to get to 155. And there it is, the 10 to 1. 8 on a hand, 10 to 1 to build strength. Again, 155 is not my top out. If I was really working to build strength, I would start at a higher number, like I said earlier, maybe 130 to try to get up to 185, and then I would work from there. There's another way you can develop strength with the 8 on a hand, and that's the day-to-day nudging of your metronome. If you know that your max tempo is, say, 180 on 8 on a hand, you could choose to play the exercise every day for 5 minutes in a level 2 maintenance round, but every day you play it, bump it up 1 or 2 clicks. So today I might play 8 on a hand for 5 minutes at 160. Tomorrow, after I'm warmed up and I've been playing a bit, I'll bump it to 162. The next day I'll go 164. The next day 166. And I'll keep working my way up until I get to my top number of 180. When I get to 180, I'll start pushing beyond 180. Of course, that's going to take days to accomplish, but if you are practicing every day, that's another great way to use 8 on a hand in a level 3 practice environment, meaning for growth, for more muscle, for more strength, and more endurance, and more playing. Good luck with your playing. You now know how to use 8 on a hand in a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. I have one more video on 8 on a hand, and in that video I'll explore some other things that you can do with 8 on a hand, including things that are relevant and kind of the same as 8 on a hand, but not necessarily exactly the same. It's worth taking a look, especially if you're an advanced player. Thanks for tuning in.